The stock market, as we know it today, dates back 500 years ago to 1602, when a shipping company, the Dutch East India, created the Amsterdam stock market to raise capital for its voyages. Centuries later, stock markets have evolved to be the strongest indicators of the global economy. A stock market is a centralized marketplace where securities such as stocks, bonds, and derivatives are bought and sold. When companies first enlist in the stock markets, they do so to raise capital in an exercise referred to as an IPO, initial public offering. Essentially, a share of stock represents a tiny piece of the entire company, and it's traded back and forth among buyers and sellers at agreed prices in some kind of an auction. The essence of the stock market is speculation. Stockholders hope to make money either from dividends issued by the company or from changes in the market value of the stocks they hold. Currently, there are over 55,000 companies listed on 69 exchange markets around the world. With more than 5,000 companies, India's Bombay Stock Exchange has the largest number of listed companies in a stock exchange market. Let us now explore the 10 largest stock exchange markets globally. With a market capitalization of about $90 trillion, these 10 exchange markets account for over 75% of global stock trade.
We begin at number 10, where we have the Toronto Stock Exchange. Founded in 1852, the Toronto Stock Exchange merged with the Montreal Stock Exchange in 2009 to form the TMX Group. With a market capitalization of $3.2 trillion, the Toronto Stock Exchange is a leader in mining and energy listings, with more mining, oil and gas companies listed on it than in any other market in the world. The biggest company stocks traded in the Toronto Stock Exchange include the Royal Bank of Canada, Toronto Dominion Bank, Shopify, Enbridge and Barrick Gold.
For number 9, we cross the Atlantic to London, a city steeped in history and home to one of the oldest and most prestigious stock exchanges, the London Stock Exchange, or LSE. The LSE was founded in 1801, but its origins date back to 1698 at Jonathan's Coffee House, where commodity prices were published twice every week. Before the digital age, the London Stock Exchange's former trading floor, known as the House, was famous for its noisy, open outcry trading system. From a high of 3,300 companies in 2007, the LSE has seen a steady drop in its listed companies, which now stand at a low of 1,700. In the recent past, companies like Abcam, Ferguson, Smurfit Kappa and Flutter have delisted from the LSE and moved to the US markets. This exodus has been partly attributed to Brexit, a stringiest regulatory environment, and institutional investors moving money to more lucrative markets. With a market capitalization of $3.4 trillion, the London Stock Exchange is home to multinationals like Barclays, BP, Vodafone, and GlaxoSmithKline. Next, we head to Hong Kong, a vibrant city that's a unique blend of East and West, much like its stock exchange, the Hong Kong Stock Exchange. Founded in 1891, the Hong Kong Stock Exchange has long been the financial bridge that Chinese companies choose to list on to gain access to international investors. With a market capitalization of $3.9 trillion, the Hong Kong Stock Exchange is home to some heavy hitters, including AIA, Tencent Holdings, HSBC Holdings, and China Mobile.
We stay in the Greater Bay Area, minutes away from Hong Kong, this time to the bustling city of Shenzhen, home to the Shenzhen Stock Exchange. Founded in 1987, the Shenzhen Stock Exchange hosts a main board, an SME board, and the Chinex board, a trading platform for tech startups, more like a Chinese version of America's NASDAQ. With a market capitalization of $4.1 trillion, the Shenzhen Stock Exchange is home to many manufacturing stocks like BYD and Hikvision. The exchange headquarters is renowned for its striking architecture, with its floating base representing the speculative nature of the stock market.
Next up, we jet off to Mumbai, India, to the innovative National Stock Exchange of India, or NSE. Founded in 1992, it was the first exchange in India to provide a fully automated screen-based electronic trading system and open up trading to the wider population. It holds the world record for the largest number of trades made on a single day. With a market capitalization of $4.7 trillion, the NSE is home to several Indian titans like Reliance Industries, Tata, Infosys, and HDFC Bank. The exchange is also the world's largest derivatives market, by volume trading over 84 billion contracts in 2023.
For the fifth largest stock exchange market, we head back to China. The Shanghai Stock Exchange has a history that stretches back to 1866, but it ceased operations in 1949 due to the Chinese Revolution, before being re-established in 1990. With a market cap of $6.6 trillion, the Shanghai Stock Exchange trades each stock in two forms. The A shares, priced in Chinese yuan, are mainly for domestic investors, while B shares, quoted in US dollars, are available to both domestic and foreign investors. The exchange is not only home to private entities like Alibaba and Tencent, but also majority state-owned titans like PetroChina and the Industrial and Commercial Bank of China, or ICBC, the biggest bank in the world by asset base.
At number 4, we have the Tokyo Stock Exchange. Founded in 1878, it merged with the Osaka Securities Exchange in 2013 to form the Japan Exchange Group. The Tokyo Stock Exchange is the central equities marketplace, while the Osaka Stock Exchange operates the derivatives market. With a market capitalization of $6.7 trillion, Japan Exchange Group is the largest stock market in Asia, and home to multinationals such as Toyota, SoftBank, Suzuki, Honda, Mitsubishi and Sony.
We move to Amsterdam, where we find a relative newcomer to the scene. Founded in the year 2000, Euronext is the biggest exchange market in the Eurozone, with a market cap of $7.2 trillion. Headquartered in Amsterdam, Euronext is like the European Union of stock exchanges, bringing together markets from Amsterdam, Brussels, Dublin, Lisbon, Oslo and Paris. On a mission to continue conquering Europe, Euronext acquired the Irish Stock Exchange in 2018 and Borsa Italiana in 2021. The exchange gives investors access to stocks in a diverse range of European companies, such as LVMH, Sanofi, Airbus, Christian Dior, and Renault.
We cross the Atlantic to the US, where we have the two biggest stock exchange markets in the world, and by a mile. These two American exchanges account for more than 40% of the globally traded stocks. First, we head to the dazzling lights of Times Square, New York City, the home of NASDAQ. Founded in 1971, NASDAQ was the first all-electronic stock exchange, ditching the trading floor for servers and fiber optic cables. Boasting a market cap of $25.4 trillion, it's the place where tech giants come to play. Think Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia Corporation, Amazon, Broadcom, Facebook and Tesla.
We stay in Manhattan for the largest stock exchange market in the world, the New York Stock Exchange. Originally called the New York Stock and Exchange Board, it was established in May 1792 when 24 brokers signed the Buttonwood Agreement under a buttonwood tree, where trading started before the stockbrokers built the Tontine Coffee House in 1793. The New York Stock Exchange has weathered many storms, such as the Black Tuesday market crash of 1929 during the Great Depression, the Black Monday market crash of 1987, the 9/11 terror attacks of 2001, the financial crisis of 2008, and COVID-19. But as sure as day follows night, it always comes out swinging. This resilience has made it the symbol of American capitalism and a barometer for the global economy. With a market capitalization of $28.4 trillion, notable listings on the New York Stock Exchange include JP Morgan Chase, ExxonMobil, and Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway, which, by the way, is the most expensive stock in the world, trading at around $685,000 a share in 2024.
These 10 largest stock exchange markets in the world may have their unique histories, characteristics and opportunities, but one thing is clear. They are the heartbeat of the global economy. With trillions traded daily and new stocks entering the market every other day, the total market capitalization of these exchange markets oscillates up and down, reflecting investors' take on global economies. Thank you for watching yet another video from our team at the Companies of the World, and happy investing.